Plumbing tools to throw away.
Trash.
Do you have some tools in your toolbox, tool bag, or bucket that you need to throw away? I bet you do. Either throw away or maybe just upgrade, replace. Life is too short to be using poor tools. However, using poor tools is better than using no tool at all. Today, I'm going to show you some plumbing tools that have been upgraded and why they are better in every way. Well, pretty much. In my opinion, these are the tools that I would replace with something new. Okay, do any of y'all know what a plumb bob is? Well, this is the way we used to do things. Literally, if you had a hole on the floor and you were trying to set an anchor, or maybe put anchors in to run a piece of pipe, or maybe you were gonna make a hole so that line could go straight up through the floor above, if you didn't get out there and set sleeves in it first, you'd do that. You would literally hold it up on a ceiling, I know, up on a ladder, put your plumb bob in the center of that hole to make sure it's perfect, make your mark up there, now you knew where to go through. Well, I have new tools. So let me show you what we're using instead of a plumb bob. Are y'all familiar with lasers? And I don't mean to go get microdermabrasion or nothing like that. We're talking plumbing here. We're talking construction. I love these. This is a laser that it points both direction, it points forward, it points up and down. Oh, this one here doesn't point backwards. It's also got a spot where you can hang it on the wall. You can do some really cool stuff with this. And if you look inside here, see how this is floating? And I don't want to shine the laser in the lens or anything like that. You can literally set this up even if it's on something and it's not perfectly level, it's still gonna self-level out. So going from this to this is definitely an upgrade. Let's move on to the next one. A string line. Now I know this looks like a plumb bob because there's a nut on it, but here's the deal. We use these string lines to pull across a wall. That way we know elevation, so when we're running pipe over to it, we know where to put our hangers. Well, it's a little different now. Again, well, we're talking another laser. And here's the deal. These are really nice. I showed you how the other one hung on the wall. This one's got magnets on it. So literally, you stick it on, you've got it set at the elevation you want, and you turn it. Now, the cool thing is, you line this up, center of the piece of pipe that's maybe headed to the wall, and then it's gonna turn and then go up, okay? So the good thing is, if I've got a piece of pipe coming straight over to here, and I know it's turning here, I've got my auto leveler on, I know where to put my supports to where I can hang this pipe and make it look good. I don't have to worry about pulling a string, hoping it stays level, and then making everything work that way. Now, I gotta tell you, a keyhole saw is an amazing tool to have. And I can't tell you how many of these I've gone through. I can't tell you how many times I've been on a job and wished that I had one. But guys, I gotta tell you, there's something a little bit better. The oscillating multi-tool. Guys, you can change these bits out and do all kinds of cool things. I mean, really, really cool things. But I gotta tell you what, you get in here, you get up under a cabinet, or maybe you're cutting a bigger hole than you want and you're trying to keep everything nice and neat and straight, this can wear you out, but it will work. This, man, you get this in and line it up, and you got different bits for it, different blades for it. This one is actually for nail embedded wood. It's not gonna help you much. This, I gotta tell you though, I love it. First time I saw it, I thought it was crazy. I thought, man, that little thing isn't gonna do anything. Well, I gotta tell you, this is a great tool to have. And it'll make you never wanna look at this again. You ready for the next one? Well, there's kind of two here. See the smooth face? I'm not worried about it. You ever knocked on the wall to figure out where the stud is? You know, you're trying to find out where to put the screw in, where to hang the picture, where not to cut into the wall, whatever it is. Or maybe even you've walked along with a magnet, kind of slid it along until it hit the head of a nail or a screw and it stopped. Then you did it over on the other side and it's like, okay, wait, there's the two studs right there. Well, guess what? There's something new. The wall butt. Now, I gotta tell you, it's really easy. If you can read the word wall butt and you can read the back where it says put this side against the wall, this thing will not just find studs, it'll find water lines, electrical cables, anything like that. I love this thing. This, or these, that's gonna find the little bitty nails or the studs. But still, you've seen those videos where the guy's drilling in the wall to put something in, and all of a sudden, Niagara Falls comes pouring out of the wall. You can avoid all that right here.
Chill the fuck out, Marguerite. It's probably just a breaker, no big deal.
Okay, next. Okay, I gotta tell you, people ask me why my arms and shoulders are as big as they are. This right here. And I know they're not as big as some of y'all's, I'm not trying to be. But for a 61-year-old man, I still got guns to move this. But I gotta tell you, there's something even better. And you're still gonna need guns for it. Here's the deal. This is probably one of my favorite tools. I remember being an apprentice and having to cut bundles of unistrut for stakes. Once we got one of these, I fell in love. I don't know that I've had a tool that I've used to cut more copper, conduit, pipe, all-thread rod, anything at all like that. These, I love them. This will save you even more time than the plumb bob. Now, I know y'all know what this is. Your fitting brush, your cleaner, your striker, your flux, your solder. And now you know what I need? The torch, okay? Easy to do, right? Well, I still believe in this, and I know that it's something you're not gonna throw away. You need it for certain things. Matter of fact, you need it for a lot of things. But there's other things you can use too. This, believe it or not, replaces all this. Nowadays, ProPress, I gotta tell you, pressing fittings is a quick way to go. You've seen us do installs over here with filters and different things like that. ProPress works. Now, do you still need a torch and solder? Absolutely, don't throw it away. Matter of fact, if you wanna throw it away, just send it to me. I'll collect them here and give them to people that need them. But this can be a lifesaver. Pipe cutters, finger cutters. Well, they'll cut pipe, but they'll cut your fingers too. These can be a pain. But I gotta tell you, I've been using these since the day I started plumbing in 1980. I think I had a pair of rigid number 10s or 15s as one of my first tubing cutters. But now, something different. I remember the first time one of my plumbers walked in with one of these and I'm like, what the heck? And he literally showed me how it worked. Now, you can just about get that in the same spot. You can get this one in and not cut your fingers. Does it work? Sometimes. Now, if you're a homeowner DIYer, you may be like, look, I'm not investing that just to cut a piece of pipe every now and then. But if you're a professional tradesman, this is gonna make your day. If you're still using one of these, I mean, you know, walking through the malls, you know, out on the job site, looking up under a pipe, inspection mirrors, great thing to have. I love these things. I've used these for years, looking behind shower valves when you're soldering in a wall, something like that. It's a great thing to have, but guess what? There's something else. Now, I gotta tell you, now this one is set up for leak detection. So we've got the hoses here. We can actually put an injection syringe here, run dye in, so we can take this and literally stick it down into a jet on a swimming pool underwater and look at it on the screen. And I gotta tell you, these are great things to have. Now, you can do it the same as a plumber, like I just showed you a while ago. Put this back on a wall, look behind the valve, look under a piece of pipe. You can even get down inside a piece of pipe and look at it if you want to. So these borescopes are a great thing to have. Got one for you that everybody should have each and every day. Have you got a plunger that you use? If not, do you need one? Well, these are great to have. And I love it because this is a toilet plunger. You can get it where, you know, these toilets today have different shapes. So this is gonna get in there and seal it off really good. Or you can flip it inside out and use it for like a flat sink. So say your kitchen sink or something like that's clogged. This will do it. This will seal it off, get the good pressure on it. But wait, there's something better. All right, this is the General Kinetic Water Ram. And I gotta tell you, I love this thing. I think this is something every plumber should have on his truck or van every day. I like it for toilets, sinks, lavatories, you name it, this will do it. Literally just push it down, got it?
It smells like carrots and throw up.
60 pounds of pressure, trust me, that's gonna blow that little turd out of there like it doesn't even know what hit it. These are great to have, but I gotta tell you, if you're serious about your job and you wanna do it right, I love the General Kinetic Water Rim. This thing is fun to play with too. All right, so we all use one of these, right? I mean, it's very easy. You put it down, you line it up right where you want it, and you measure how long it is you need something, or you measure a piece of pipe to cut or whatever it is. There's something a little quicker, something a little different. And you know what? You pretty much carry it around with you. First of all, you turn it on, and we're gonna lay it right here and measure the same thing. And if you look at where I've got it lined up, right at 35 inches to here, 35 inches on here. Guys, here's the deal. You're never gonna get rid of these, I understand. But there are times how do you turn it off? Pressing. All right, now the next. Okay, the next one. A steel pipe wrench. I think this thing weighs about 48 pounds. Okay, I'm joking, but it's not light. Now, I know, a lot of y'all thought I got rid of my green pipe wrench, but I didn't. These steel pipe wrenches are great, and there's times that you may need them, but there's been something different for a while. Aluminum. And this is an aluminum 24, this is a steel 36. If this was a 24, the aluminum's about 40% lighter. And to be honest, I've never been able to break one. We've used them, we've used cheater bars on them, which you're probably not supposed to do. I've even used the big compounds. But I gotta tell you, after discovering the aluminum, I was like, why didn't we ever buy steel? Great tool to have though. You're gonna need them, I promise. Now guys, I showed you a lot of different tools you can replace. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. And share this with some plumbers or other tradespeople that may be old dinosaurs like me. That way, they know there may be something that they can do too. And if you like this video, I definitely think you're gonna like this next one.